Gun.Dog.Revenge is a John Wick inspired retro side-scrolling shooter. You can shoot, knife, jump, duck, and take cover indoors. You'll also automatically kick anything that gets too close. You can also kill a man with a pencil. Your pistol has to be reloaded, but there are no limits to the number of times you can reload. It's just a matter of finding a safe opening. This is easier said than done, because enemies will flood through the area through these doors. There are a few types of enemies, and you learn what attacks to look out for from each one. Some doors will have power-ups, like body armor, health, and even a machine gun or sniper rifle. Among the human enemies will also be attack dogs. You're not supposed to kill the dogs, but the game doesn't punish you any further than deducting your points if you do so. The game is uncomplicated, but actually pretty hard. The controls are pretty tight, and I encountered no bugs so far. This is great because in a hard game, it's more fun if you know that you only died because you messed up, not because the game bugged out. There's a leaderboard with the names of players with the highest scores for each level. You can get coins from playing that lets you unlock some small, permanent upgrades. All in all, the game provides some fast-paced, simple, challenging fun. The demo offers the first 2 levels for free, and the full game is out now on Steam.
He's over there! Get him!
Hurry! He's getting away!
What is this?
Lysward is a survival crafting game set in an alien world called Umbra. In this world, one half of the planet is always facing the sun, and the other half is always in the dark. The sun is so hot that your character can't stand in it directly for long. It literally sets him on fire. The demo contains gameplay only in the hot sunny side, but there are hints from equipment that there will be gameplay in the cold side too later on. I'd imagine that the more habitable part of the planet would be the part in between the two halves. Indeed, Lysward is the kind of game that can get your imagination running, with its unique setting, world building, and interesting wildlife. You play as Kieran, an amnesiac protagonist, as you look for clues as to who you were, while surviving in this inhospitable land.
What happened to the sun?
You'll have to rely on the powers you unlock, and the items you can find and craft. Kieran unlocks a single power every time you find one of these water shrine things. They somehow let him remember a piece of his past. The demo lets you play with this Quake ability and a Restore ability. I don't know what other powers you'll get in the full game, but these look great, especially the Restore ability. I like how it lets you change the landscape. It also gives you new sources of food and clean water. I hope we can see more abilities that let you influence the world like this. The first mechanic that I came across that made me sit a little straighter in my seat is when I noticed you could change your materials by dropping them in water. These inedible dry sponges, if you drop them in water, will absorb it and swell up. They're useful for carrying water around before you get bottles, but also useful for purifying poisoned water. Something I do believe some sponges let you do in real life too. But that's not all. The sun can do more than cook you. It can cook your ingredients too. Most materials can be altered by leaving them out in the sun. You can even hold an ingredient in your hand and hold it out to the sun to let it cook. That bird really liked the cooked mushrooms. Pretty early on in the game, you'll find a crafting table and a friend.
I am
Giorna.
sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to scare you.
She can research new crafting
I'll
recipes.
take care of you then.
You can make clothing that lets you stay in the sun longer, survival items like a bottle made with sponge, medicine and salves to heal your HP and give you temporary boosts. You can also upgrade your bag and upgrade your base with more storage chests. There are some decent quality of life mechanics here to make crafting less tedious. Any materials you store in chests near the crafting table can be used in the crafting menu. You can also look at your crafting recipes anywhere. The game does need some polishing, and I did notice some bugs while playing. Some additional quality of life changes, like being able to rotate the items in your bag, would be nice. The biggest thing in my opinion that needs changing is the driving. After fixing this broken speeder, you can drive it around the desert, opening access to a lot more areas. However, you have to drive it in first person, which can be really disorienting. To make matters worse, a lot of the desert is pretty bumpy, and you can find yourself staring at the sky a lot while your vehicle flies to God knows where. Directions at this point of the game need to be improved too. I wasn't able to find the second research station in the salt flats. The compass has markers on it, but they follow the direction the speeder is facing instead of where you're looking. It really does feel like you need a map for this game. For the record, I am all for finding my own way without map markers or trails. I played Morrowind, and I think more games should do that. But it does take work to do right. And it's not fun to play out when you're also struggling with knowing where you are while driving. Third-person driving would really help, with a steadier camera. Lysward, or maybe Lysward, I'm not sure because I skipped the dialogue where this cute little piggy said it out loud. Anyway, Lysward has lots of world building, and you can learn more about it by speaking to Giorna, finding notes strewn about, paying attention to the environment, or looking at the glossary. I think it's pretty well done, and I think they succeeded in making a pretty interesting world. The voice acting is pretty good, especially Giorna's, but I don't usually have the patience to listen, and I tend to read the subs and click skip a lot. I have high hopes for this game. The graphics are good and reminiscent of the PS2 era. It's a fresh and exciting IP, but it also makes me feel nostalgic for old games like Okami and Beyond Good and Evil. The demo is available on Steam now, with a release date for the full game still yet to be announced. If you made it to this point, thank you for watching. That's all for me for this video. I'll try to get the video for the first week of April done soon. I was hoping to release it this week, but I'll probably only be done by early next week. If you like this video and want to see more, please like and subscribe. If you have anything you'd like to say about the video or these game titles, please leave a comment. This has been Dave from Good Game Demos, signing out.
Hooked up.